I'm hungry. Open up. Ah, Giggles. Hi, baby girl. Do you like your house? Do you like how your house turned out? Yeah? So everyone go watch it? Alright. Hi, Tom. Oh. Whatever your name is. Miss Lulu. I told her to take you off the lead like 3 days ago. And I just noticed that you weren't leaving your home. So this one got in trouble the other day. So she got put onto her lead. So she was supposed to have been off of it 3 days ago. Yeah. Hey, you gotta talk to her. I told her to take you off. She didn't listen to me. Alright. You good? You good? Okay. Alright, folks. Welcome back to the journey. So, on and upwards to a new project. Giggles' house is all finished up. If you have not watched any of that, then definitely go over there, check that out. It's greatly appreciated. I will be putting out another video. It's going to be a start to finish. Kind of gets rid of all the fluff and all the extra sidebar stuff. It'll be just, I'll try to minimize the talking head stuff like this as much as possible. But it is time to start building on to the chicken coop. So I need to be able to pour a pad, a 4 foot by 8 foot pad. But before I can do that, I need to get the materials needed to actually have concrete forms, and then bring in more material as needed. And then for this, it's going to be attached to here. Eventually, the whole back of this is just going to be an extension. Hi, DJ. Hi, buddy. How you doing? You gonna let me pet you today? No? Can I pet you today? No, you just want food though, huh? Yeah. Mommy always gives you your food up here. Okay. So, let me go show you what I want to use for concrete forms, but I also have some stuff I need to take care of over by the septic tank as well today. So, let's get busy. Okay, up over here, I'd already taken down the tent the other day, and because it had blown over, right? Obviously this one, the entire top was all messed up, but we'd had these inside. Okay, now I can see this platform here obviously has 2x6s. This one has 2x4s. This one has 2x6s. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I only need really 2x4s, so I think this one I can take the top off of these. That's just going to be disposed of. But I can go ahead and take out the middle portions of this. This is already set up for basically a 4x8 pad. It's already what I need. I just got to take out the middle partitions. And then boom, I already have a concrete form at a 4 foot by 8 foot. Now, some of these 2x6s I do need to take off, because I need to actually widen the ramp for Giggles, and I'm going to kind of utilize that as well. But I need to get these out of here, especially this one. So let me see what I can do to get this out, and hopefully there's nothing underneath this thing that will want to bite me. Snakes. Hopefully no snakes. I think I need to take off this decking material. me do that, make this thing a lot easier to move. Need my drill. And of course these are nailed in, so I think to get the nails out is just going to be easier. Just lop it with the sawzall. Right. Oh yeah, much easier to carry. Okay, I went ahead off camera and processed up that one as well to kind of get the 2x6s. This stuff I don't really need right now. That one I really don't need right now. So let's head back to the back and I'm going to show you what I want to do back there. And as I'm going back there, I also came across this. I still wanted to remind y'all, I know words are hard, that I think next payday I'm going to do this ditch. I'm gonna get the rocks, get the materials to kind of do this whole French drain right here. That way we won't have standing water, and because I can't get that in, or I can't build this wall right here until I get that in. So yeah, I'm tired of this. So and I need to bring in more of this material here for all of this. Yeah. All right, coming up into the back. So obviously this is the area where the playhouse is going. So this project will be coming more than likely next after we're done with the chicken coop. Getting this done so we can get that moved. But back here, I mean, obviously other than needing to rake, I don't have a thing I can pull behind the lawnmower. I mean, I got a riding mower that doesn't have blades on it that I kind of use for, you know, being able to just pull stuff or whatnot. But I just have a lot of downed stuff. I'm not too worried about over there. I'm more worried about over here, because now that Giggles' house is done, she wants to lay eggs over here. And obviously you can see too, we still have a lot of stuff exposed on the septic system that I want to get covered up, right? All the mounds here, all the stuff. So, and then obviously a lot of the piping is still exposed. So we're going to be doing an update to this. So eventually we're going to install a pump for the fluent water to get actually pumped over to this area over here. I just think it'll work better because yeah, right now what's going on isn't the greatest. So, but I want to get in here. I want to start cleaning all this up because we want to try to deter her from laying eggs over here. For one, it's right next to all this junk that doesn't need to be here. There's probably stuff in there. But it's right here where she likes to lay. And you can see we already have varmints that comes and grabs her stuff. But she lays right here in this spot. Boom. So, but you can see not 3 feet away, there's a hole right there. And there is something living in there. So, whether it's armadillo or I don't know what, but anyway, I want to get this cleared out. That way, she can start hopefully laying her eggs in the house. Because as long as she has this available, she's going to continue to come over here. And we don't want that. So, yep, that's what's next. I'm going to get back here. I'm going to clear out some of the stuff. Probably just throw you all to a time lapse up here on the porch. And just show, yeah, cleaning a bunch of stuff back here. And then we're going to get over to Probably not getting started, but at least getting everything prepped for the chicken coop expansion project. So that's what's going on now. Yard stuff, and then our next big project is getting started. Okay, so with this, I'm sure I'm glad I had to cut some of this out, but yeah, I ended up having to go to the front. We had a package delivery, and then obviously with this kind of come through, you probably seen me over here doing stuff and then pull stuff out. Well, this place here has got so many like little cross fences. Like I've ran into, I mean, we had a bunch of them right here in this area. So I remember because of these trees, right? These two trees right here. Well, there used to be like a whole big row. So there used to be like a whole big row of trees right here. And I'm quite certain too that somewhere in this area, I haven't really dug into it, is where the old septic leach field is. So basically going like all the way back to where like that tree is here. Yeah, because like where Lilu used to lay. Because obviously the tank is further up there. We're still going to utilize that tank over here. The old cement tank that we were using with the RV. And it was already here on the property. So that's where the circle drive is on the other side of the truck. That septic tank there. Well, we're going to end up putting more leach lines basically over there on the other side of these two trees, in between where the garden sits and then the animals, right? So we're going to do a leach field over in that area. But yeah, hopefully we don't run into the old one. But yeah, over here for this septic tank, like I said, we're going to end up moving it, our leach field, which is going to be kind of like a modified raised mound. So that project will be coming here soon. I would like to get it done really soon. But obviously we also got to make sure our animals are good for the winter, i.e. chickens, right? So, and Giggles are taken care of. Dogs are taken care of. Her house is nice, well insulated and stuff. So now it's just getting in here, getting this area here cleared out to make sure that she's not coming in here and nesting. Finish this, getting out all this barbed wire that I found. Yeah, because our fence line, like I'm not into the fence line yet. I can see the fence, which I have a T-post. I don't know, it's probably hard to see, but there's T-post here. There's a T-post there looking right into the sun. And then, yeah, basically like right at that tree, right? That's the fence. And then it goes down to that big tree and basically keeps going down right behind our woodshed. So I knew that I wasn't into a fence, but there was another pole here that I kind of ran over. But then it had barbed wire kind of basically going back that way, which I was like, well, that's kind of stupid because the fence is right here. I was like, I don't know why that's like that. But I do remember that there was a section of fence that was here that we had taken out. So, I don't know. I don't know how this guy had all this stuff fenced off. I do know they had cattle, so. But anyway, I still need to pull out some of this fence because as I was pulling this load here, I was starting to tip and I was like, what the heck? And then I look out the window and yeah, I had barbed wire basically wrapping up around this tree. You can see where it was hitting, pulling stuff, and then wrapping around. And you see right here is a strand of it. It's basically going back that way. So up into that tree is growing into that tree. So I'm just going to have to cut them basically right there at that tree. And then there's more coming off that side, right? Because I'd already cleared land over here for the most part, but I'm gonna have to get in and find out where all that barbed wire is going, because I know that's not our fence line and it all needs to come out. So yeah, I see more pieces here. Yeah, and basically it's going back that direction. So anyway, I'm gonna continue on with this, and then yeah, we'll bring it back. All right, so yeah, basically this is, well, not done, but came over here, scraped a lot of stuff out, got all that debris and stuff that's over here. Got a little overzealous. Obviously I started cleaning that over there too, and then yeah, all the rest of this. So I mean, I got to going and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go. Plus I had a big old dead cedar that I really wanted to get down. I got that knocked down with the tractor, along with another dead tree that was next to it. Yeah, so that's done. And then yeah, I basically just pushing everything off to the side. But hopefully, fingers crossed, that this will deter her from wanting to come over here to lay an egg. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be mad, but yeah, hopefully she'll stay over there at her house. So yeah, I mean, this isn't something that we really show a whole lot back here, for good reasons. I mean, who wants to stare at poop, right? Septic tank stuff. So anyway, since the sun's going down, kiddos already came and said, hey, it's dinner time, come eat. I think everyone else already ate, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna get inside, and I guess we'll see y'all in the morning. All right, good morning, top of the morning to you. So yeah, I got the stuff over here. So I need to get rid of those 3 boards. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting all this stuff prepped and then getting it into place. And then we're gonna get started on our next big project. So obviously, next big project is the chicken coop, right? Oh, I'm trying to think. It's the chicken coop expansion project. There we go. Chicken coop expansion project. So if you have not followed us on our journey of us building this chicken coop, for one, there's a big playlist. You can go check that out. But yeah, this here, it's going to be kind of dark in here. So, but you can see we actually had 2 sides, right? So we had the right side. This allows them to go out into the chicken run. This one here goes out into just the paddock. But before we had the paddock done, it was just free range, right? They just went around everywhere, which basically the paddock is still free range, right? And then we had another spot down here that was, you know, for the smaller chickens, right? A little breeding area, a brooding area per se. And then this was like another little portable brooder thing. But all of this is going away, all of it. So, and then we're going to end up opening up the back side of this. So the roof is staying, right? All of this, the main portion is staying, but the back portion of the wall is going to be going, but I'm going to end up putting a beam going across, and we're building a 4 foot by 8 foot. That's what that is. It's going to be a concrete form here. And it's going to be as close to the silo as I can get. Now, as it lays out, obviously it's going to be right here close to the tree. We're going to build the chicken coop on top of that concrete slab. But then not only are we going to do one here, eventually we're also going to be doing one over on this side, right? But to be able to do that, we need to finish that side. We're going to be building a whole new run for that chicken coop on that side. And then this one is just going to be an additional chicken coop for free range, whatever. But this one, more than likely, is going to be extended out even further to allow for another little barn thing for other animals, right? Tack shop, just all that other stuff. So that's why this one's going to be last. We're going to focus on that one over there. Have a better space for all of our ladies, right? All of our ladies, all of our egg layers. So that's basically all the ones that are in, is all the hens. But we want them to be able to go out and about and do stuff. But to do that, we have to get rid of all the roosters, which we're slowly doing. So I think She's actually going to process a few of them today. We already have some over in the cage on the other side of the peppers, so that's going to happen. But yeah, one day at a time, right? Ooh, right in the sun. There you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this thing prepped, go ahead and get it in place, and then we're gonna get started on our next big project. And if you had missed out on this project, definitely get down into our playlist. I have the entire playlist of this. I'm also going to be doing at least one more video on this one, just a full start to finish, none of the fluff, none of the talking head type stuff, well, at least very minimally talking head type stuff, right? And because Gladys always says, you love to talk, and everyone else is like, you love to talk. Well, yeah, it's part of our journey, and I like to explain kind of what's going on. So here we go, right into another project. Hopefully we can get it done before it starts getting really cold. I know this coming weekend is our first below freezing. So yeah, it's coming quick. It's coming quick. Miss Giggles is in her home laying eggs, so I don't want to disturb her. All right, let's get busy. And Miss Giggles is still in her house, but I need to get this project done. So sorry, ma'am, but I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting on this stuff so I can get done. Move that because actually this goes back a little. Well, maybe not. I can only go as far as this tree. So. Another thing, even though Gladys says she has a little bit of OCD, she has a little bit of OCD. So I need to make sure that this is parallel with the front door. So I have a piece of wood that I'm going to attach to the front door, be able to take some measurements from that. And yeah, or I might even just do like a string line and just take measurements from the string line. Yeah, well, let's see how it goes. Well, one thing that does not change is going to be the corner that's right up against the silo. So that's basically a fixed point, and then I'm going to take measurements from the wood over to my line to make sure that that corner to my line is going to be the same as basically the middle to my line, because I can't measure this end because we have a tree in the way. So let me go get a stake over there in that corner, and then we'll go from there. First I leave the hammer over here, now I'm leaving the drill over there. Let's I never get anything done. That's going to be the only one, hopefully going from the inside. Plus I need to go get my level. See where we sit level wise as well. Sorry about that, battery died. So I put this one up onto here temporarily, just kind of get it leveled out. But then once I did that, I took a cross measurement, and I'm out of square, so I went and got a square, and then just to get me close in the ballpark. Alright, well, that's pretty much the frame in place. I'm going to put a few more stakes, well, at least one more right here in the middle. Also, I still got a little bit more filling to do, so I'm going to need to bring over another thing of dirt to be able to fill in these gaps. Throw some metal down in there and then fill it in with concrete. Okay, so for the most part, the framing of the slab for our chicken coop renovation project is well on its way. I still need to put some metal in there and get some concrete going, but I actually want to take a break really quick to talk about today's video sponsor or product review, and that is Grub Terra. So Grub Terra had reached out to us once again. This actually, we've worked with them before, and great products, y'all, great products. So they asked if we would do a chicken coop refresh, because we are doing a chicken coop refresh and expanding on our coop. Now, obviously in here, we don't have any type of litter that we put into our chicken coop. It's just because it's an elevated coop inside. It's just a plastic, basically, that's down. It allows it for easy cleaning and whatnot. But there is bedding down on the ground itself, because Giggles, our goose, used to be in there, but now she has her own house. And she was laying an egg earlier this morning when I was working, and it's actually her first egg into her house. So I actually want to go put some of this in there for now, and then also put a little bit inside of the silo coop, because it does pretty much stink in there. But this is a chicken coop refresh. It's made right here in the United States of America. It's 100% natural and safe. It is a biopel hydrophobic coating that's on this, so it won't hurt your birds or anything like that. This one is actually a fresh mint scent. It's effective for up to 5 weeks, and then it has a slow release mechanism because it's made actually with natural vermiculite. And I actually utilize that in other things here on the homestead. But even in rainy weather, this is still going to hold up to that, and it's still going to keep your coop feeling nice and fresh. So let's go share the love. Let me get this opened up. Now this has 4 of the different bags in there. You only need 1 bag per coop. 1 bag per coop, and this will last. Now this is all fresh bedding that's in here, but we would like to extend the life of this. So we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle some of this in there. I could open up the back door, make it a little easier on myself, but I don't know. I guess I like being difficult. All right, so that'll keep her house smelling nice for a very long time. All right, let's go into the other coop. Okay, so I know the lighting in here is not the greatest. I apologize for that. I might be able to open up the top. Yeah, I'll just get it going. So in here, I'm not going to worry about putting that. I'm just going to put it down here on the ground, just so it kind of gets the smell goods going, which you probably would like to be able to see what I'm doing, not just staring at my back. You get some, you get some. Which that's just all going to get scraped out. I already know it. That's it. Man, it's already made this place smell oh so much better. But let me get out of here, because there's a lot of spiders in here that I don't like spiders. Alright, so thank you once again to Grub Terra for reaching out to us and sending us the coop refresher, even though chicken, we used it in our goose hut. Yeah, if you've never seen this one, go check it out. It's a great build. All right, let's get back to our other project. I went ahead and came up here to the front and got a piece of metal. I don't know if you can kind of see it on the front of the tractor. So now let's take it back over there, get it cut up, and get it put into place. All right, well, I do need a little bit more dirt. I was able to flatten that out fairly well, but I do still have a little bit of gaps like here and like over here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go get a load of dirt. Now, I don't have the bucket on the tractor. I have my grapple, as you had already seen, so I'm just gonna take the good old Mexican backhoe and go fill up the wheelbarrow, and then yeah, we'll get to filling in the gaps. And I don't know if I'm gonna get to the concrete today. I need to let this camera charge. Plus right now all the stupid lady beetles are out. Well, I mean, they're not even ladybugs, it's the other ones. It's the I don't know, those stupid little Chinese beetle things. Man, they're so annoying. So annoying. And they're everywhere. Everywhere. Alright, let's get this thing filled up. That's good enough for government work. Right now, government's not even getting paid, so it's even better than government work. Good morning. So, basically, next day, I've already gotten a lot of stuff set up over here right now. Grass is outside, doing all the morning chores, feeding chickens, changing out the water for Giggles to swim in. It's actually very warm today. Wow. I was kind of surprised walking out, because I know this weekend we're supposed to be getting down into the 20s, mid to upper 20s for a low. So, but here we go. It's all ready. It's all prepped. Forms are in. All dirt is in. The metal is in. All that's left to do now. And I also went and got the concrete mixer. Got the wheelbarrow ready. Hose is already out here because of water, right? And that's it. So, next video up for this will be part 1 of the chicken expansion project coming to y'all. So if you'd like to continue to follow our journey, be greatly appreciated. Share us out, help us grow. And then if you'd like to stick around a little bit longer on this journey we call life, go ahead and check out this video we have right here. Or the whole year's playlist over on this side. Continues to grow as the year progresses. And then these icons up here at the top make it easy to subscribe both here and to the side channel. Go check that out. It's greatly appreciated. And then last but not least, always get out there. Thank a veteran every chance you get. Not only on Veterans Day. We'll see you on the next one. Later, friends.